Hey there, good people. What's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. This particular episode is going to be a morning thoughts episode after a long time. I haven't done any of these for some time. I've been rolling with fragrances after fragrances, list after list, and running because life is difficult here in Bangladesh right now. Economy is pretty tight, so the earnings, everything just fell drastically from YouTube, from business, whatever, page sales. So I do have a comprehensive work. I work only with fragrances. I left everything else and I focused on this because one thing, this is my work from home. Okay. And I can do this from sitting at home, and on most part I don't have to go out to office and do those hours or work under anybody. I'm my own boss. And the thing is, I love fragrances. One of the main reasons, obviously, I have the passion, and I do feel this one has become line of my work, my love, and you can say everything in a nutshell, which is a bit sad, I admit it, because not anybody does this like me. Okay, not everybody does it like me because they have other things, they have priorities. So I want to discuss some of it, like this aspect, what this fragrance game does, or how money, like people, community, and life, what it teaches you. I've learned a lot, and I learn every day. So I did my morning walk, and had few fruits, and then I'm just having a bit of coffee just to wake up. And I am done with one list which is very interesting, which are flankers. You can check them out after I upload both of them together. So I am wearing, I think, what did I wear? I wore, oh man, I forgot already what. I wore something. Okay, let's just say one of my, what did I wear, man? Anyway, forget it, it's okay. I was wearing something. Let's wear something else, okay, in the morning, after, because by the time I finished my walk, my scent of the morning was gone. Let's wear Kamra Dukan, the new one. Mostly I spray nowadays on my hair because I'm growing my hair, even though it's terrible heat. But I'm growing my hair, and it holds fragrances better. Very difficult to maintain, man. When you're sweating, it's like outside. Let me start by saying this: the weather is awful, awful. If I could curse on this platform right now, I would curse, because let me just give you a simple idea. Let's say you woke up. We all have AC in Bangladesh nowadays. It's a compulsory. Previously, it used to be a luxury. Car, air conditioning, refrigerator. These now are your essential goods. You need to have these to have a normal life, in the city. The moment you switch off the AC, the weather is as such, the heat and humidity both. Moment you go out, you'll feel like the air is on fire. Literally, like there's a wildfire or forest like fire, or like those, like the air is very hot, and you, let's say, buy a mineral water bottle, and you open it. Moment you hold it, you feel like the water had been boiling, and then it's just got a little bit warm now after half an hour. But the water outside, the outside temperature, you feel like you're drinking warm water, not hot, warm water. It goes down like in Malaysia, people say I swam. Malaysian friends, apa kabar? I hope everybody's doing good. Selamat pagi, because it's morning. So warm water is good, actually, not bad. But many people make the mistake, they drink like ice water, very cold water in the very high heat. It can have negative impacts. If you do not know, please check. One thing is, cold water suddenly can give you an instant headache, and then you can feel like it has some side effects. It's not good. And then when you drink very cold water from a hot day, if you had some food, it will sort of how to say, make the fat composite, so you'll gain weight more. These are things I noticed. Okay, so hot. So most part, fragrances do not last, and I do wear my heavy perfumes a lot. Let's say I wear Siddharth Bois Intense, or Hawa's Fire Intense, that Kamra Dukan. They are sweeter, so they last. But after a while, you start sweating like crazy, and unless you sit in a cooler room or dry down, you'll feel like suddenly you see white light. Okay, so yeah, wearing fragrance is kind of challenging. Those who love summer, my good friends, I keep saying, those who love summer in UK, I'll tell you, come please switch with me. I always would appreciate it, because I hate hot weather, even though I live here. I really wish winter was nicer. So I was talking about fragrances. Okay, this journey sometimes make me wonder. When I walk, I think about things, and these are things that I just share with you. Okay, as a fragrance reviewer or a fragrance user, I have had a very meaningful journey until now. Sometimes, no, I would not say meaningful, but very interesting journey. Eventful, yeah, eventful. Some events were good, some events were shocking. But what I did on most part, I did everything to make this channel just about fragrances. I wanted to review so many. I reviewed so many fragrances in my wish list or bucket list. I have only about 5 or 6 perfumes, and I say, okay, let's let it be there. M7, okay, by M7 is by what? YSL, right? The Kuro. I'm gonna hide my face. Something is seriously wrong nowadays. I'm doing so much of this. Kuros, Kuros. YSL Kuros, okay, but not the version that I have, the vintage version which had that metal plate, and many more. I really think maybe someday I'll find them live jazz. But when I look at the other side, the ones that I could review, no one came close to me, man, because I picked up fragrance from each genre: designer, niche, affordable, cheap, clone, Arabian perfumes, rare perfumes. I think I'm very happy because I was lucky enough to do that, and I followed my passion. And I'll tell you one thing: sometimes when you do have good intentions, good things happen. And also, it's your day, like this is what we say in sports of cricket. Like, let's say if you are batting, cricket, we have batting and bowling. Let's say you're batting and you are lucky and you're going for it, you are playing with aggression, with the intent. Sometimes luck favors you as well, okay. Let's say people drop your catches, if you follow cricket, and then you get like 3 4 lives and you hit like a century, nothing can stop you. It's your day. So I feel like that, like it's been my absolute pleasure to work in this line. Obviously, I'm not very social. You see me, I don't do lives. I do not interact so much, with your audience, but you still show me the love and you watch my videos. Obviously, at the same time, I get bashing for not upgrading my gear and all that, but it's okay. I'm trying to keep it like this so I can talk to you bro to bro. I don't want to be a celebrity, okay. So this fragrance game, it's not for free, okay. When you do fragrances, obviously, even if I do cheaper perfumes, let's say I bought 20 Middle Eastern perfume, even if they're $30 each, they are still expensive, because end of the day, I spend equal amount of money. Let's see, if I bought a designer niche for $500, instead I bought like 10 other or 20 other Middle Eastern perfume, and I created content like 20 perfumes. The amount of money I spent is same, but my allocation of each perfume to make more content so I can earn more from YouTube. These are the things I just always share with you. And if I don't earn from YouTube, man, then there's no point of doing this work so much, because I can't afford to buy perfumes no more. So it's sort of like a cycle. And many people are very very good. They have good control on their temptations. They buy in a way that they don't spend everything. They invest wisely. I'm not a very wise investor or a good businessman. I just feel, whenever I save some money, I feel like, oh God, I have $1,000 in my pocket right now. What can I? Then I start looking. I do window shopping, watches. What's new G-Shock, or a new release, or someone brought a new Middle Eastern perfume, $40 for $40. It's okay. But this thing has two side effects. One side effect is end of the month, last 10 days, I have no savings, and sometimes I have to start selling bottles to buy my grocery and food and pay bills, internet. Yes, I have to pay bills. Some of you think like, oh, it's all free. No, man, I don't live free. Just the house is ours, so rental is free. So that's one side, the struggle I always share with you. And I am not rich. I never could be rich. But I notice one thing: whenever I buy fragrance, I feel richer. I don't know if some of you can relate to that. Even though, let's say I have my last $300 for last 15 days, and it's not like a lot of money in Bangladesh. If you want to buy food, anything, Bangladesh is a poor country, but everything is so much more expensive because taxation is very high. So even then, sometimes just to come out of depression, I buy a fragrance, which is not suggested by me. Don't do that. Buy your priority first. But when I buy a fragrance, man, I feel so happy. I'm like, man, it's okay. I feel better. I'm hungry, but then I have a new fragrance. But the other side, I can create a content, and maybe there's a fragrance, new fragrance, there's no review on it. People can get to know about this new house, new line, or they'll be like, oh, okay, I didn't know that was even released in the market, right? So I feel that's like a good thing that I'm doing. I'm happy for that. But I got to experience so much. I got to meet so many people who gave me their fragrances. I tried others, oils, like uh, expensive, exclusive, or rare stuff, or vintage stuff, which is my absolute, I would say, my best, some of my best achievements. I got to meet very very good hearted, big hearted people But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about a sad reality in life. I talked about this before. Behind everything, let's say you're working and you're born, and you're getting at first education, and then you enter the job, and afterwards you get married, have your family. This is the process, right? Outside this, there's a harsh reality in the world. At first I used to think maybe if I could leave Bangladesh right now, like back in the days, if I could move to States or Canada, somewhere where big country, and I can just find like a peaceful, quiet place where there's no people. I just have like a small house with this nice field. I have my own dogs, and they will be like golden retrievers. Definitely, I want a golden, and then I wanted to have maybe a Labrador, and then the third one maybe like those big dogs. I forgot the name. This mastiffs. So those are my favorite kind of dogs. But I used to have pets like cats. I do have birds, fish, turtles, but I want to get like a dog. Dogs are like humans; they are like our bro, right? But I thought that would make me happy. Work at a corner, work something like part time, work with fragrances, a departmental shop. You don't need much to be happy. Just have like decent car. You can go and buy your grocery, have your trolley. This is my idea of happy life. Okay, if I can buy my extra popcorn, like watch movies weekend, in the weekends. But then I realized one thing: simple things are not that easy to achieve. You may feel these are the simple things, but no, the world itself is not a very kind place. Everywhere there is some positives, there are some negatives. But currently, people are busy destroying happiness everywhere. And I don't mean to say this particular religion, this particular region, everywhere. People don't want to be happy. In my country, it's a mess right now. I was hoping for something good, but it's not going to happen. But at the same time, still there are some lot of positive things. I'm still working, and I'm still okay. But thinking of moving somewhere, it's one thing is everything is about money. Let's say I want to move to Middle East, that's going to require a lot of money for me to move there. Let's say I sell off my, whatever my share of property, and I sell my car and everything. I can make a trip, make a contract with one of the companies, but end of the day, I will be working for them, which I don't want to do. I want to work with brands. Working for and working with is not the same thing, because working for means you are actually taking commands. You don't have much of autonomy or the freedom, and they'll give you directions, and you have to sell. You cannot say product is bad, okay? And I understand that this is what they're paying you for, like big bucks, right? All the influencers are there, and everybody knows like these influencers are getting paid by the companies to promote their products. It's absolutely fine. It's a business, because fragrance are commercial products. You guys know that you don't get anything for free. So you review, you see the review, you buy, and you understand this is what the game is. But the way I do reviews, I pick up fragrances like with my own money. 99% perfumes I buy with my own money. Sometimes someone gives me a perfume, I mention it as well. But if let's say I have to get a product and I have to lie to you people who are my audience, all these years you guys been supporting me from day one when I was nothing until today, my good friends. And if I have to tell you like this fragrance is awesome, this is the best Aventus dupe ever that lasts 35 hours, I will not be able to do it, because people, one thing will know, this is what I'm doing for money. And moment people leave me, I don't think I'll be okay with that, because my loyal supporters are the reason why I'm here. Okay, so I thought about it many times. I got offers. Many kind owners told me, like one owner, definitely one of the house owners, he was very kind to me. Not going to mention or disclose, but I give it a thought to move to Dubai once, so I can do my work. I thought, yeah, become rich, become successful like Jeremy. These things are not that easy, right? So money is a harsh reality. At the same time, reality of everywhere, there is some dark reality. Life is not same for all. For us, Asians, like, you guys know, if you're watching from States, UK, many of us are not really well respected, because moment we move to your country, you'll be like, oh my god, these immigrants, get them out of here. I hate it. And this is true, sadly. Because why? Because the overbearing number, and I understand there's a fairness, right? One of my good friends, Chad, we discussed this a lot. He said, man, you guys, you know me that I'm married to an Indian lady, and I'm not a racist. You know me that I'm a good guy. But sometimes I just want to see my own people. And I want to see my own culture. But everywhere there's like a mess, there's gangs, this and that. And I feel my country is ruined by this overbearing. And I understand that I am a fair guy. I don't want to be another burden to those countries, and people will like looking at me like, oh no, another one. So you will not be welcome like that, right? So I want to live in a place, maybe in my own country, no matter how worse the economy gets and everything. This is still my own country, my own people. Even though I'm not very big fan of all my people, but Here, I feel still at peace, like some of these holidays, when they are peaceful and quiet, I just enjoy my ride and I'm like, okay, the whole month was bad. Sometimes you're like so like bruised from all the losses, no sales, inside out you're a tired person, but still you'll be like, okay, I have petrol in my car and I'm just going to go to this place, have some food, just sit there, enjoy the lake and come back. That's all the happiness a man wants, just peaceful and quiet. You don't need to go clubbing, socializing people. I'm after 40 like this. Okay, so the reality, harsh reality is, everywhere you go, there is no one who's actually can call someone of your own. You'll always be lost. You'll live alone, you'll die alone. Okay, and if you have money, you'll die better, or you live the life better. Okay, how, why do I say that? Because if you can afford, let's say you're unwell, you have to go to hospital, and you can pay your bills and stuff, and you can manage a decent hospital with good doctors, and you can get good treatment, and you'll be out of the danger. Say they take you with the ambulance, right? But on the other side, you don't have money, you don't have any social security, and you'll be like, oh, okay, let's take them to this public hospital, and you'll be like left alone in the corridor, right? You don't need to live like that. You don't need a life like that. Everybody wants a life which is decent, okay, like a human being treatment. Sometimes we are treated worse than animals, right? Some countries have animals have rights that we don't have, right? This is the reality. So when I do this work, I also look at it. I love decent food. You guys follow me on Fragcomm Bangladesh. You see always post picture of food, what I do. I share my life. So I'm not just like a perfume Decant seller or perfume just a robot selling, buying, reviewing, and earning from YouTube. No, I like to engage with my community. But I enjoy good food. I enjoy grocery at the end of the weekend, buy some fruits, buy my food for my pets and everything. So if I can manage everything, if I pay my bills, I feel, like, okay, I'm doing okay, right? So to live up to that decent life, you have to work very hard. That's why I work every day. Some of you say, man, you don't need to work so hard. I do. Okay, if I did every day like 10 videos, for example, if I could, I would earn very decent living, but it will kill me. It would have killed me. But 2 3 videos I can manage if I have energy. That's a lot, by the way. But money is very important. It showed me, the world showed me, even your own people, your family, your cousins, your friends, they don't give a 2 f about you. If you are broke, if you are not successful, if people are not talking about it, people are always surrounding you. This is the reality. They are your best friends. They always ask you, how are you, bro? Let's take a selfie, let's meet up, because you're happening. But to be, like having friends and socially accepted, and getting offers and everything, you already have to be, popular or successful. So what's the point of people, like offering you when you're successful, when you're nothing, or you're working hard? They know that you're good, but you're struggling. Those times of struggle, people who help you, they are the true angels. These are the true well wishers. Let's say when I'm down, morally down, I was sick, no matter how bad things got between me and my ex, she was my best friend. She always took care of me. Let's say I was in pain, I was in very severe pain, unwellness, I didn't have money, mentally, physically, I'm down. She'll be like sending me some cash, like, hey, go and get some good food and everything. It's okay, you pay me back later, right? Sometimes I didn't pay back, obviously. So this kind of thing is not about just money. It's about people who care for you in your difficult times. I'm very grateful to people who did that for me, and I remember. But unfortunately, if you are struggling, if you do not provide for your own family, let's say you don't send money from foreign country to your country, your parents will not value you. They'll only value you when you come back, like, my son is back, and you buy them a car, nice house. Sometimes they don't even remember, but sometimes they'll go treat you better than your other siblings. This is the reality, and this is why I rather live alone. And some of you say, man, why are you like social outcast? This is why. Fake people, selfish people, people who have some interest in you, they want to be around you to get something. I am tired of this. There are a lot of people I do want to help. I do help who are in need, real old people, disabled people. And sometimes, these are the things that I do and I feel better, because this is the only thing I feel I'm doing good in life. Rest of the things are maybe just all self-centered. I'm self-centered person, but I rather avoid people who are going to be around in my life, so-called friend, and later they're turning to my enemy, and then they know my secrets and they will taunt me, right? So some people do live on their own, like Japan. There's a survey. A lot of people, at old age, they are alone and they die alone. And some people go like, oh, that's so sad. These people, they need company. They don't. They have chosen that life because they want mental peace. Not just my country, bro, anywhere. People leave alone, your children don't reach out to you. Why? Because they live their own life, but if you have good family values and ties, and your parenting was good, your upbringing was good, and you provided for your children, they'll remember. The good children who are raised by good parents, they always turn out okay. Now some of us, yeah, some of us are not really, like, we didn't get the best childhood. Like, yeah, we did get obviously security from family, education, everything, but money is such a bad thing, like lack of it actually. If you didn't get what you wanted, when you were young, like let's say you wanted like a cricket bat or a football or a bicycle, you didn't get it on time after many years. Those not getting it make you feel frustrated, and you turn out like get like you'll be so head determined, like, "Hey, I want to work so hard, I want to show them I can earn." This is a challenge. It makes you a successful man, but those memories that your family didn't provide you, sometimes it will remain with you. You're like, oh, when they could, they didn't give me. They love their money more than me. They said it's for your own good, but no, not really. So these things stay with you, and then when you grow up and you become successful a little bit, and you can buy your own things, and you like look at it like it was all for money. It was just all for money. And then now you're a good child because you don't take money from family and everything. But in this way, people become few things. One thing is they become self-centered, like me. I'm just let you know, man to man, okay? I'm not going to claim I'm this big-hearted person, I do so much for community. No, I do this fragrance work, but outside I became such a friendless guy. I cannot stand people. I cannot stand people when they are hypocrites, when they insult you. On most part, people, this is what they do. And at the end of the day, they show something, okay, which you cannot live with. They cross their boundary. They ask your personal stuff. They need to know your secrets and stuff. They try to, spy on you. I don't respect that. I respect people, their privacies. If they don't want to share with me, I never go, "Hey, man, you're having an affair, or you have like a girlfriend. Who's she?" You cannot do these things, okay? Another thing, bad thing that happens to you over the years, maybe you are born like this, but you maybe sometimes slowly become like, apart from selfish, you become sort of like this person. There's a name for it, like a self-lover. And then you become manipulative, and when people say something, you think of the negative aspect first, okay? Narcissists. And there's lots and lots of videos I watch about narcissism, how they're bad, how they're manipulative, how they ruin you. But I think I am being narcissist myself. Obviously I love myself, and I think I'm the best, I have all the traits. And then it goes to maybe a sociopath. Maybe I am, because I love Dexter Morgan, I do love House of Cards. And then I did love that movie, uh that, what's his name, man, that movie, man, I forgot. Okay, so if I remember, I'll tell you. But I do like, I feel justice, when I want watch movies or videos, like I want justice, I want dark justice for people who are bad, you know but this makes you like this. And you will always think you put priority to your own self-interest. Let's say I want to do for my channel, I told you what happened with my relationships. uh, I put priority to this more than anything else, because fragrances, I feel, my, sadly, my one place I go as a hobby and source of happiness. At the same time, I am doing fragrance Decant page, so sometimes they generate income, and from YouTube I'm earning. So I found a way. So I put priority to this for survival. So I will tell you one thing, apart from fragrance, the other sides of the world, but I want you to understand one thing. Men seem like they're the most manipulative and the most, responsible for everybody's misery, but men are the most victimized, and less cared in the world. Less cared for, not scared, cared for. When there's a fire, nobody rescues a man. They rescue the animal, the women, children. Men are lost. And if there's a tragedy, people expect men to go and see. Let's say the burglar came in, or someone invading your house. You have to go and check, risking your life. Okay, you have to take responsibility for your family. You have to do a lot of these things. And when you are old, you see there are like two type of, like there's one example. Let's say you are old guy and you don't have money, you are homeless, right? You're a guy, you're on the streets, you're dying in cold, you don't have food, water. Most part, people will feel bad for women. I'm not trying to say it's wrong. I also feel a soft side for older generation, but men are not as cared for as women, because women need care, shelters, they need security. In Bangladesh, women always, they need security, a home, but when there is, let's say, news, okay, like the guy cheated on someone, his wife, okay, people will not even hear his side of the story. They hear the news, they go like jumping, and men mostly do this on the street. If girl screams, man, save me, this guy's a perv, okay, they don't even bother checking, they start beating him up. Why? Because this is how the world is, right? So I'm not about men against women. There are a lot of good people which I care for regardless of the gender and all, but I feel, the men's mental health, if there's a breakup, no one cares for them. If they're going through tough time, then nobody cares. They're all like, hey, man, give me the good stuff. Give me a show. Give me your best performance. Smile, man. It's not that easy. I know many of my brothers who are going through tough times, breakups, financial problems, they lost a job, whatever. Nobody cares for them, right? So they have to make a comeback, and we men do that. We like pull ourselves up from the bottom once again just to smile, to feel better, but the scars are at the back, okay? Those men who watched, I think you can relate, and today's video is about this. I just want to share, this is why I work. Money keeps me happy, and this is the thing that you may feel, oh, he's just so shallow. Money is your best friend, okay? Be rich, be how do I say, I'm talking like a coach. Be successful, make sure you have access to everything. Then you don't have to depend on people. You don't have to wait for anybody's mercy, like you have to live at mercy. Someone leaves you, or someone dumps you, you'll be all lost. No, make yourself a tank, okay? Nothing can touch you. It will kill your humanity, but for a while. But in right places, I'm pretty sure right people pop up who are kind, who are nice, who are our loyal people. Even our pets, we care for them. We will, because it's, if you're a good person, it's somewhere deep down there. One day it will come out. But on most part, be intact, be strong, and like, do what makes you happy. Do not spend a lifetime for people, others, to please them. People suck, your own people, your family, this, everybody sucks, okay? Because let's say your only value is what you earn and what you give. If that's your value and you have to keep pleasing everybody, man, that's not a life, okay? Do things that makes you happy. Do things that achieve your dreams, achieve your goals. If you had certain places to visit, do that, okay? And learn to live with yourself. Then nothing can hurt you anymore. You're not going to have to be scared, like, what I'm going to do without these people, or my friends, or my life partner. No such thing. You'll always find happiness. Learn to love yourself, man. That's it. Yeah, we have a lot of flaws. I have a lot of flaws. I'm not a good person, maybe. I'm very angry. Sometimes I actually hate low class people. I say that a lot. Some of you think like I'm talking about poor people. No, low class people are people who are from the mind low class. They cannot stand others' happiness. They always say something like, say, how to say, trash, or something really, is it veal? No, not veal. Veal is like deer meat. Something very vile. Yeah, they say it and they hurt you deep down in there. And these are people, they always do this regardless of they know you or not knowing you. I know a lot of people YouTube, they just attack me on the comment section out of nowhere. Hey, this guy, look at his beard, he looks like a goat. I read these comments. And these are trolls, I understand, but look at their lives. These are people do this for a living, eating their KFC at home, jobless, do nothing, no recognition, nothing. Then collect perfumes, and they say stuff like, hey, you're from Bangladesh, get a life, man, get a better this. Why talking about perfumes? What do you know about fragrances? I don't care for those, but I do pity these people, and I do feel I don't care for these people, and I really don't care if they exist or not, right? Bad people, evil people, I don't care for them. I care for people who are good, kind, and that's the purpose of being a human being, right? No matter what your status, where you're from, if you're a racist, disgusting. I'm not a racist. I see what's happening. And many of you say, hey man, talk about India, talk about Kashmir, talk about Palestine, talk about Israel. Who's talking about humanity? You all talking about religion. I understand a lot of wrongdoing, a lot of ethnical cleansing happening, but at the same time, why I have to just talk about one particular religion? I can talk about humanity, any part of the world. I don't support hurting of any innocent, no matter what your religion is. If your wrong things have done to you, it's wrong. Okay, so guys, please, don't ask me to stand up for certain, this, and then otherwise you will not respect me. It's okay. You may not, but if something doesn't make sense to me, I choose my own way of living. Maybe it's not perfect, but it works for me. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you soon, and thanks for being with me. Just wanted to sometimes vent out. I used to have a green mile. I don't have it no more, but I vent it out here. Okay, have a nice day. Stay safe and stay healthy. I hope and I pray for your happiness. Take care.